As you guys saw in the last video, we got a brand new comp turbo for the STI, and today we're gonna be heading down to Javi's shop to install it on the engine. Super excited because if you guys remember, it's been like months since we actually did anything with the engine. Oh, that's locked. Oh, it's getting heavy. I'm also going to be bringing the intake manifold just so we can see how everything is going to tie together, and also get some super dope pictures with this and the turbo together. And lastly, we got my old turbo. I want to take this with me so we can compare the new turbo with this one. I'm sure Javi probably has one down there anyway, but also he said that he found a buyer for that old turbo, so we're just going to take it down today. So we're just under a quarter of a tank and we got like a 40-minute drive. We're just gonna send it because California gas prices right now are literally insane. It's almost like $5 where we live, and if you head down the hill, it's Nevada, so it's literally like $1 cheaper than what it is here. So I'm just gonna risk it for that cheaper gas. That car accident actually looked pretty bad, but it looked like everyone was okay. Every time I see something like that, it's just like a quick reminder to be safe while you're driving. Especially in the cars that we drive, I think it's easy to get carried away or to not think that something like that could happen to you, but it definitely can. I've been seeing more of these on the road lately, and they're actually pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Just made it to Javi's shop. This is his daily, if you guys don't know. It used to be his brother's Forester, but this thing is so nice. I wish I had a daily like this. Check it out, freaking dope. I'm excited to show Javi the turbo because I think he was like the very first one to know about it, and he's been like my hype man when it's come to all of the engine stuff.
So we're gonna throw it on this one, right?
Damn, another one?
Yeah.
Get out, dude. Let me know what you think.
No mames. Se lo ponemos al... ¿Es para una diesel?
¿Para una diesel? Yeah. Lo ponemos amenizando.
Se mueve. Damn, dude.
It's bigger, huh? I'm sure you could tell.
Oh, where's the...
You always work on these. I brought the old one too. Dude. When I first opened it, I didn't think it was that much bigger. And then I grabbed the VF48 and I was like, dude, this is actually way bigger.
No. Bro. You're gonna need those fatty ass.
I think it's a 3-inch.
Yeah.
I think. What do you think of the colors?
I like it.
So I went polished, and then Ernie at Comp Turbo. I was gonna do fully polished, and then he's like, "Why don't we do this, the turbine, the color of your car?"
That's it.
So it was like a nice touch, dude. I'm glad he like mentioned that. You know, continues to spin the. That's a turbine, right? That's what it's called. Or what is it called?
It's the bearings where the turbine sits in. So that's a ball bearing. See how it like spins?
Continues to spin.
Spins. And then the journal bearing, which is what most of the OEM ones, it just doesn't really wanna.
And what's the benefit of that?
It spools earlier, spools faster,
Because it's already
and
spinning,
then
right?
it stays spooled. Yeah. Like the biggest example that I've seen personally is like Ruben with his VF22. It's ball bearing. And when he posted that video of him going through the gears, like his boost gauge wouldn't drop. Oh, and when I go on mine, because mine's a journal, it'll drop, and then.
Imagine I'm like, hey Javi, where's my block? What block, fool?
I remember on your live stream.
Yeah. Damn, dude, it's been so long since I've seen this thing.
Dude.
Damn.
Don't hate me, but I still haven't gotten to this thing.
Oh, it's all
good. But I
good,
do plan on it.
I thought that the turbo that I have in the car was the VF48, but I completely forgot that we had already installed that. That's actually my VF39, so this is my old turbo right here. We're gonna pull this off and put on the new Comp Turbo. Let's go ahead and pull off the old turbo. Luckily, we didn't actually bolt this down all the way. It's still missing all of the nuts on the bottom right here, so all we got to do is remove this bracket right here, this oil feed line, and then it should slide out. that, the old turbo is off. So once again, here is a quick comparison of the two turbos. This one is massive, dude. It's so big, Javi. Like, it's so big. Dude, I'm telling you, when I first opened it, I didn't realize. Look at that size difference.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. The little TD04.
Damn, son. Now that one makes this one look big.
Yeah.
Ooh. It reminds me of the little shrimp in the sopa maruchan. Like the little dry shrimp that comes in it.
This one?
They're so tiny, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking nutty.
Damn.
And my 16G is like barely bigger than this.
And Javi and I were wondering what a 20G would look next to, or how it would look next to this one in
Because that's
size.
what Eddie has, right?
Eddie has a 20G, a Cobb 20G, I think, yeah.
I wonder if he has a 3-inch inlet.
Yeah.
Does he? I don't know.
I'd
Probably
have
not.
to ask him. Next up, we got to transfer a couple of things from the old turbo to the new one. So this bottom line right here, which is the oil return, and then these two coolant lines on the side. And then we also have to transfer over these three, I think it's two actually, two studs that go on the back side here. But like Javi said, we're not in a rush, so I think I might just order new ones for this one instead of using these old ones. First one is off. And on the new one, these two lines connected, they just weren't gonna fit on the turbo. So Javi just kind of broke it off. And now both lines are their own separate lines, so that actually made it a lot easier, and they'll go on there perfectly. After some slight modification, Javi finally got these two pieces to fit. So this one was on there like that, and it was kind of hitting on this one, but he cut the hole, made it a little wider. They're able to make it fit. All right, guys, so there's the turbo. Kind of just mocked up right now. There's still some things that we need to do. So this bracket under here, I don't know if you guys can see that right where my finger is. The coolant line on the bottom is actually hitting that bracket. So I think we're gonna end up cutting that off. For the turbo feed line, I think we're gonna go with an aftermarket kit, because right now, what Javi is it? Would it not be able to go in with this one right here?
It'll go in, but it's just the more you flex it in and out, it's
More
kind of,
wear.
it'll snap.
Okay.
So that other one's all stainless steel braided line, and then it's more flexible, and you don't have to worry about going under here and all that.
We're still gonna do that, and then also I don't want to bolt the turbo down just yet, because I think we might end up doing the Killer Bee setup with the equal length headers and the up pipe. So I still have to look into that, but for now, turbo fucking, it's so big, dude. I was reading some comments in the last video, and one of you guys mentioned that there's gonna be like a pinch, right, on the turbo inlet.
My guess is that since the inlet's so big, when the intake sits, it's gonna pinch it down. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yeah. So Subi recommended. So Javi recommended that I run the Phalonic spacers, right?
Yeah,
That go underneath the intake manifold, and I think that'll be enough to clear it, right?
Unless you want to ball out and get like a
No.
stupid, expensive intake manifold.
No, I'd rather not, dude.
Yeah.
This is already so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing that we're also gonna do is probably cut this hard line right here, maybe cut the bracket that supports both of them, and then we'll stick a hose in there and run it to the valve cover, right?
Yeah, just to help with clearance, because you can see it's like
Yeah, that'll
right
be.
there. And with the inlet, it's gonna hit.
It's
so
gonna hit for sure.
we're either gonna try and bend, or we can just cut it and then run some hose.
Run some hose.
Yeah, some hose.
It sucks you won't be able to see it, bro. I
Yeah.
told him I'll take hella
Yeah.
pictures, you know?
It's like like when you put a really nice clutch, like the purple ones, like the
Yeah.
triple disc ones, and then you never
Never
see
see it. Grab the intake manifold real quick just so we can take some pictures of the turbo and that together, and also just to see the colors together as well. I think it's gonna look really nice. So that's how it looks together. Dude, I should get a picture of that.
Yeah.
That's sick right there. That's close, dude.
I don't know how much the spacers would lift it.
You know what I'm gonna do too? If there's anyone running this turbo specifically, and you guys have had like an issue like this, or you maybe figured something out, DM me to see what we can do about that, because it does look like it's gonna be close.
Because I think it's usually this hose.
So that's going to be a wrap for today. Once again, thank you to Javi for taking the time to help me install that turbo. Like I said, there was some slight modification that needed to be done to get the turbo to actually fit on there. Still a couple more things that we need to do, but at this point, everything is getting pretty close. Like I said, we need to get that turbo fitted on there. And then after that, it's just the fuel system and the header and the up pipe if we decide to go that route. So my goal is to finish the engine stuff before the car is done at the shop. That way, when it's done there and it comes back, we literally waste no time getting the engine back in it. But anyways, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. See you next time. Peace out.